Welcome to the Stronger Bodyweight Workout Series 2. My name's Tyson, I'm 25 years old, I'm 5'10", just under 5'11", and I'm 85 kilos. What this is a training series, and we're aiming to challenge the status quo. We want this to be something that you've never seen before, that is entertaining for you, educational, and inspirational. And we've stepped it up this time. Everything is new. There's surprises along the way. I've got my Eddard Stark haircut. We've even got a new program, Niall Wilson. He's just 19 years old and he's already a Commonwealth champion, and he's written up the program for us, which for me is quite challenging. We've got Lachlan joining us again. Head over to his channel and subscribe there as well.
You should find it interesting to see a difference in our training and maybe areas that I struggle in, unlikely that I'll be struggling, but and then areas that Tyson also struggles in. Check it out, and I'm sure you'll get the most out of the whole series by watching both our series simultaneously.
My goals for the series, there's 4 different goals, each addressing a different aspect of strength and general functionality. So the first one is the full planche. The planche addresses a general strength in the core, being able to hold your body outright, which will overlap onto more advanced skills such as the Maltese, which is a longer term goal for me. The one arm pull is an advancement on the one arm chin, and in my eyes, a better skill to learn over the one arm chin because it incorporates more of the back rather than a focus on just the bicep. The third strength goal is the impossible dip. This has definitely earned its name because anyone that's got in the position to perform an impossible dip for the first time will definitely understand how damn near impossible that feels. My last goal, and we've gone for something a little bit different this time around, is a mobility goal, the side splits. Now, one thing that I think the first series lacked was something that addressed mobility, because mobility is so important for overall functionality and strength. I got some time to attempt these goals before the Stronger series started, and as you can see, I've got a long way to go. So it's really exciting for me just to see what kind of progress I'm gonna make along the way. So now, with the introduction out of the way, I think it's time that we start the workout. After 2 years of waiting, and due to popular demand, we're now ready to get underway with the Stronger Bodyweight Workout Series 2. We're here at Gladesville today, Gladesville Gymnastics Center. We're in the kitchen now just preparing our supplement BCAAs for the workout. Oh, first supplement opened. Because this session is so early, I didn't get time to eat. So, it smells pretty good actually. We haven't tried, no, it's got like a main course meal smell to it as well. That's not bad though.
I can't believe we're doing another Stronger series, mate. It's magic. Yeah! And it smells pretty good.
That's pretty good, eh?
The scoop search is real.
Oh, no. Oh, actually I should do a taste test. That seems appropriate, right?
Absolutely old school.
Oh, wow. That tastes pretty good actually, peach mango.
It smells really good actually.
It's a big taste contest. The sup is made. The workout now shall begin. Today we're starting off with trunk capacity, then we're going through ring sequence, and then finishing it off with cuff capacity. I feel like you'll be a bit more conditioned for the workout today, even though it's new for Lachlan as well.
It's highly likely.
Because of Lachlan's competitive gymnastics, he's been doing that kind of sequence work more than me. This is something that'll be completely new for me. So I'm interested to see how it goes.
Exciting, mate.
And I'm keen to get into it. We've got the Dream Machine as well, which is always fun to use.
And I'd say very important because since we're both starting this program, I guess we want to start off a little bit easier to build up the difficulty rather than starting with something we just can't do at all.
So we're excited to get into it. I know I am.
I know I am, baby.
I know I'm sick of this intro.
Where did I get this from?
Where did
I get this from?
Yeah, pretty good. Not. This is good. Like I said, Lachlan's a lot better than me at this because of his conditioning through his gymnastics training. So this is something that'll push me to go harder because you're training with someone that's more capable of you. How do you get abs?
This is how you get abs.
Who got more reps?
Yeah. So I'm still going.
Really? That's a low blow, mate.
Oi.
Get off. Yeah.
Change.
Oh, that was harder than I expected. Let's get some of that 4K smile on. What a great way to start the day.
Man, the man bun gets in the way of this
3,
stuff.
2, 1. Yep. Nah, just top.
Yeah, but you've got to get your upper shoulders off the floor.
Yeah, they're off.
I'd like do this as much as you can. Yeah, you.
3, 2, 1. Change. Check. This is hard.
We used to do a minute 10 plus of a full dish before. I'm pretty sure form would have been on point as well. And did you, like when we used to do it, I felt like my abs were gonna rip off the torso during that. I thought it was gonna be, you do the bottom half, then that gets a rest, and then you do the other, and then you're fresh to do the full dish. But when we did the lower part was the second bit, I was thinking, far out, now I've got to engage the whole body. So there's more work to be done there. Doing my first ring sequence now. Now, one thing to note on this Dream machine is there's a knot on the right hand side, and it tends to catch on this the structure going across the ceiling here. The knot catches when you do iron cross, and it actually takes all the weight off it. It throws off form. Conditions aren't always perfect, even though this is great. That's just an example of something to work around. I'm like complaining about the best thing.
Big step. Come on.
That knot. You can probably see that up close shot how it affects you.
Yeah.
Like, you see him like, oh yeah, he's got the.
Front movement. 1, 2, back wheel.
and 3 cross presses. Was that a cross press? No. 1, 2, 3. Press handstand. You're so dignified, mate. Slow lower to planche. Lower to multis and lower to hang.
Well, obviously I need a bit more practice on the Dream Machine, but that means that it's new grounds, and getting better at that will make you a more complete athlete overall. We've moved back from Gladesville. We're now back at Lachlan's apartment doing our calf capacity work. Lachlan did this rotator cuff exercise standing up. I feel doing it free-spirited, yes, engages too much of the deltoid. So I'm opting to rest my arm on the bench here and do the rotation from there. So the idea is not to do this till failure. This is something that is a relatively high amount of reps, so that it's consistently activating that area, working it. I do feel a burn from it, but I'm not training to failure like I would if I was bodybuilding.
Just as one thing, that's what try that. Yeah. Are you pulling it open as much as you can? Yeah. That's good. Do you feel it more?
I'll find out.
Yeah, good. I figure that's maximum activation. So you're not arching, so don't arch, but just, you know what I mean? I don't.
My back. Okay.
Yeah, it's good what you were saying. So,
Yeah, I can feel it now. That's a secret. Full wrong.
always. There's your close on. Yeah, good.
First workout is done, out of the way. Enjoyed it. There was a lot of getting used to certain exercises, things that I haven't done, and that's going to continue for the next 2 weeks. So I'm looking forward to the workout tomorrow, and I'm definitely going to be sore tomorrow. So now it's time to start the recovery process so that I'm all fresh and good. Yeah! In my t-shirt.
You guys will be doing this with yours, no doubt. Everyone does it at least once. You're looking heaps bigger already. Yeah. Too easy, huh?
Doing iron cross press on the cross trainers at the moment.
The program actually says cross press through looped rings. So that's actually rings that have the loop around them. You put your arm through it, hold the ring. I'll show you an example. I'm actually deviating from using the looped rings because we have access to cross trainers for one, but I feel that cross trainers allow you to be more specific with the actual level or difficulty on them because it's on level 1 and that won't change. Whereas looping your arm through the ring, through the strap and the ring, that can be different each set and it can also be different each arm. So you're not getting that accurate measure every time you do it. Rocking the stronger bib.
Yeah. What can I say?
Here I go. Sorry, man. You gotta spot me a bit better.
I agree.
I actually wanted to ask him to spot more in the hips area so it would help me get that hollowed position. Because I actually felt kind of from the start it was arching a bit, which I really don't want to do this exercise if that's what's going to happen. I need more help. This is interesting. This is a partner-assisted weighted push-up. So ideally I would want to use weight plates and just stack it on my back, but the program specifically says partner-assisted. So I assume there's a reason because you want to vary as it gets more difficult, less difficult.
I think it's just to keep you on the verge of failure, but not actual failure.
Like you could have put more resistance on me going down.
Really?
Yeah. And possibly less coming up.
Interesting.
Because when you got to 5, I hadn't completed the rep.
From my perspective, I was putting on heaps of weight on the way down and much less weight on the way up. This goes to show you on the negative, Tyson's much stronger than on the concentric.
I think that makes sense because you're resisting weight and this is your base.
I'm imagining that's exactly why it's partner assisted, so I can put a lot more weight on you coming down and ease it a bit off to come up.
Exactly, the varies between the negative and the positive. We're doing Chinese bridge, trunk strength.
5 seconds. Can you handle that, mate?
Good, yep.
0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, you can take more weight. I was just testing the waters there. I reckon you easily get one.
These 5-second things are proving to be more difficult than I thought. It's good.
Yeah.
We're not having as much rest because I was thinking if this is strength training and we do one set or a 1-2 minute break and then we go for another 5-second hold. So I've made the rest times shorter and that's making it a lot tougher to complete and I feel like I'm getting that work in that it was meant to have.
This guy scoffed when he saw 5 seconds. Now look at it. Unbreakable, this man. You really are arrogant.
Yep.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's the last now, mate? Huh?
It's he's pushing right on the DOMs. He's playing dirty.
He looked like he was hurt for a second there. I was kind of worried. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. Good, man.
You let go and I'm like, I put so much pressure in it.
This is the last exercise of this workout. I'm not feeling too good in the sense of, there was one that wasn't on film. Lachlan made me laugh, but I was holding my breath during the set. So it was kind of like internally.
Which made it even funny.
Now I've got a terrible headache. Well, it's not terrible, but it puts a damper on you.
You can bring it back.
It doesn't
mate.
matter. I'm still really happy. Felt the burn in the abs a bit more when I focused a lot more on trying to scrunch up at the top and get that higher rep figures.
Scrunch is definitely the technical term for that. Your knees can go higher for sure. I think they're getting about here, but I really want to see them. Yeah. I guess the goal would be to have the knees touch your chest. That takes good mobility and obviously very good strength.
Time to wrap up. Let's have some protein. Let's load that creatine.
Let's eat.
I'm so keen. Eating as well.
Let's not forget eating.
I'm excited for the next workout though.
We're at one of the old stomping grounds today, Sydney Olympic Park. It's the one that everyone knows and we all love. Lachlan and I have actually, this is one of the days that we've managed to line our sessions up again. So we're doing the same things today. We're doing our gymnastics conditioning, which is pretty much like a warm-up. We'll be doing that fairly often throughout the week, but the aim is only one set and it's to warm up the muscles, warm up the tendons for the rest of the workout for that day. Admittedly, I do have to adapt it a little bit, as you'll see, because my strength's not on par with what Niall does as a warm-up. Also taking pre-workout today. It's gold standard pre-workout. It's got a few mixed reviews, but I mainly think the reason is the people that don't like it is they just want something that has a lot of caffeine in it.
I think it's starting to kick in for me. My vision is starting to go. Yeah!
Rings play is basically, we're going to go on the rings and just have fun. Did you ever just, when you were with your mates, if you were doing something like tricking, parkour, martial arts, sports, you found that you would get skills on the days where you were just having fun with your mates? That's kind of what the idea is behind rings play, is to get back that just having fun and enjoying yourself on the apparatus, trying things that doesn't have to be strict sets and reps, and to just test where you're at, as well as try things that aren't necessarily in the program. We're doing so much today. We have weights training as well after the rings play, and because it's such a massive session, this is the day we've lined up the ice bath for the week. There's 2 ice baths. The first one is on a Tuesday. Because Tuesday was the start of the session, the start of the whole program, we didn't do one on that Tuesday. So the first one for this week is after this session.
Things like the ice bath, the deep tissue release, the stretching, it's all really important, and if we don't do it, then we may get injured. So,
Alright, I'd say it's time we start this conditioning. Starting off with pike press, I'm not good at it.
it's alright, you gotta start somewhere.
The idea of gymnastics conditioning is to just warm up the body. Like I was saying, it's just one set.
What will be really interesting as well is to watch Tyson's progress. So right now I'm I hope not, but I think I'll have to spot him on every single rep, and he's only doing 3. But hopefully in a few weeks' time, you can start to notice he gets 3, even maybe 5 all by himself. Hips up first, keep the feet down. Better. The opening there. See how your weight's going that way? You can hips up more first. That's better. There you go.
I've set the bar pretty high. I guess you were able to see the lack of compression ability.
Yeah.
Is what limited it.
I'd say a bit of mobility and a bit of technique. Definitely not strength, because obviously Tyson can do straddle planche.
Yeah, that was easy.
This is much easier than straddle planche. But if you don't have the right technique or good mobility, it becomes really difficult.
This one should be pretty much the same story. Same old song and dance.
It's a bit easy though. I think you'll be better at this one.
Alright, but we'll still go for 3. I was actually quite impressed I got the negative height. Of course it was bent legs, but because how much I struggled on that first exercise where it was straight arm, I had to spot the negative so I could bring my legs back through. Really didn't expect it, but I got it.
It just goes to show you that quick burst of improvement you'll make when you start any new exercise. Just as you learn how to use your muscles more efficiently in the movement. And yeah, it's exciting to see. I'm so excited about it.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. Not bad. Not bad. Are you gonna lean more into it?
Oh, jeez, mate.
Try and lean forward more on a planche. I will spot you more, yeah? But it'll make it easy for you. What was wrong with that one?
I'm gonna deck him. Felt like I leaned too far forward. Yeah, so I just it just feels like I'm gonna fall on my face. To be honest, I think what makes it difficult is the spotter not knowing where to spot, reading off the person doing the set. But I also think not being strong enough makes it really difficult for the spotter as well.
I've actually done this exercise before with 2 spotters, and it works really well because of the balance.
Yeah.
So I think just with one person it's a bit harder because you don't want to push them that way. You've also got to try to keep them balanced. So I'm sure we'll get there as we get stronger and more proficient at spotting. But just for the moment, as you see, it's not ideal just yet.
Another first for T-Dogs.
Really? You've never done these?
Shut up.
That was a very good attempt for your very first set.
Oh, jeez.
The reason I was laughing was because the timing was just off. So he's making it a lot harder than it needed to be. Drop the dip much earlier. You were sort of waiting until you were here and then you dipped.
was easier than last gymnastics conditioning.
Well, I think that's the whole point of this gymnastics conditioning. It's not really about strength. It's more about efficiency and just getting better at simple movements.
Doing straddle planche to mana. Last time I did the gymnastics conditioning, I didn't have access to P-bars, so I wasn't able to do this exercise. Lachlan's going to coach me through it, please.
So after you've done the mana, pull your feet out and land.
Okay.
Hello, ladies. Oh, there go the headies.
You fat bastard.
Going to the mana, you want to open up the shoulders. I was keeping them from planche like that, and when I went for mana, I was basically just going for it without opening up the shoulders to allow that range of motion.
Look at that bicep. That's quite impressive.
As from the curls, I'm now a bodybuilder again. So I've decided to enter Mr. Universe. I had Lachlan's spot more than necessary for that because there was no warm-up prior to doing this exercise, and this is something that, particularly because I haven't been training cross consistently for quite a while now, it's something I need to warm up, or I feel like the chest is someone could pop or go wrong. So he spotted more than enough so that I could bang those out, still hitting the chest but having enough support to not have to have warmed up prior and make this a whole ordeal when it's really just a warm-up.
Yeah. 1, 2. Nice. 1, 2. That was awesome. I didn't do anything. 0. 1, 2. 0. 1, 2. 0. 1, 2. 0. 1, 2. Nice. He was a lot lighter than I thought he'd be. I was ready for a ton. But he actually pressed into the multis without my help really, and then I was just making it a bit easier for him. But that was really cool.
We're in the front lever, back lever complex. Front lever's run away for a bit, so I'm going to be getting a spot. I'm also going to get a spot for the back lever. This is the exercise that tweaked my neck last night, so I'll just have that little bit of assistance. Okay, which is a good sign.
My only critique to Tyson is on the way up out of the front lever, he's doing a little bit of an arch. That's what I'm here for, so I can help his feet and he can maintain the perfect body shape. So keep a tighter core. I don't know if you're a little bit piked.
I know I am trying to accentuate hollow, so maybe a pike is getting caught up in that.
Is there a difference between pike and hollow?
Yeah,
subtle difference, but there is a difference. Because it's a bit hard for me to see because I'm spotting, but I thought I saw his butt a little bit up, which implies a pike. Maybe he just has a big booty.
We're doing a leg lift. Because we're doing it on the stall bars,
it's not going to let me front lever this skill whatsoever. And I know that my flexibility is not good enough yet to just tap the bar straight. So it's unfortunately going to be some limited range of motion.
Let's say first 5 straight legs, last 5 toes to bar. Try and point your toes as well. Point your toes.
They are Lachlan.
Really? Yeah. There you go, that's better.
Lachlan said to point my toes, and this is something that I really need to work on. And it's not just pointing the toes, it's the fact that my flexibility in my ankle is that bad that they don't look pointed even when I'm trying to.
Well, they certainly weren't that straight when you're doing that, just so you know.
I greatly need to improve the flexibility of the ankle, and I have been working on it. It's not a goal in any way for this series, imagine that. And my 4th goal is a pointed toe. Yes. So it's not there, but I will be training it along the way.
What was interesting about that exercise is I realised
ball got caught.
these pants have holes in them right there. I didn't know that. I thought Tyson's brand new pants had holes in them, but they breathe right under your crotch.
My dick's out.
Even though it's a warm-up, I recommend we start to do these with weights rather than just body weight, because even though it is something to just turn on the lower back for the remainder of the workout,
Maybe turn on a few women that are looking at the training as well.
I think a weight will help, because that's just, same with the sit-up, it's just too easy at the moment.
Yeah.
And it is very important to have that strength there.
And the point is, we could add weight and still not struggle at all. It's not like we'd add weight and we'd be like, So yeah.
Doing my first set of rings play, and I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna play around, I guess. Kip is something that I've been working on, so I'm gonna try and do kip, and that's without fully flopping over into that deep dip position. So I'll try to do that kip at first. I'm just gonna improv while I'm up there. Oh, that was actually my best one I've done. Tradition of rings play. I'm gonna have Lachlan come in and dictate what I'm actually gonna do.
We're gonna start things off with a wide grip muscle up. No, not bad. Straight body bent arm press to handstand. Handstand.
This is right. Goodbye.
All right, let's go 1 second handstand hold, and then feet back in cables. 0. Ooh. Stay on. Yeah. Front lever, straddle. Pull back up. Kip. Come on, come on. Tuck planche for 2 seconds. Straight arm. Come on, lock it out, lock it out. Twist them and lock. Come on. 0. 1, 2, 3 dips. Press the shoulder stand. Hold it for 2. 0. 1, 2. Back down. Through handstand push. Sorry, through a back lever. 2 seconds. You okay with it? German hang. Relax. 1, 2, 3. Dismount. Back tuck onto your back. Yeah.
That was good. So a lot of that probably didn't look very good, but it feels like it was. It did a lot of work. So whilst I may be strong, my muscular endurance is to be desired. All right, we're going for a double back dismount. He still got it. That was breaking the drought of, I would say, a year plus. That was a bit better. Got bench press now. Actually, because the program was a little bit shuffled for the first week, I did weights yesterday, last night actually. I'll be interested to see if this set of 90 kilos is better or worse. Bumped it up to 95 kilos now.
All you critics, there's a 2.5 under there just because I'm working with 85, right?
Bicep curls now, which seems a bit counterintuitive to the message I've been trying to instill in my viewers. There are particular people that I've respected in the past, if I still do, I don't know why I'm saying past tense, they've said it that bicep curls are, you know how you hear they're just a beach muscle, as in they're a muscle you'd work only if you want to look good. You don't need big biceps for, there was a martial artist that said that, so I can understand how massive biceps aren't going to help with, or just working on your biceps specifically aren't going to help with your martial arts. They'll just develop with the skills that you're doing. But it seems the more I get into gymnastics type training, the more important biceps are, developed strong biceps for bodyweight exercises and bodyweight skills. And I'm not just talking about developing it aesthetically, I'm talking about the overall strength of the bicep as well as the connecting tendons on the upper and lower part of the arm. So I believe these bicep curls contribute to that overall strength for the bicep in exercises like cross, Maltese, even planche, muscle ups,
Pretty much everything.
I actually struggled with 12 kilos last night doing this. I did 12 kilos for 12 reps, 10 kilos for 12 reps, 8 kilos for 12 reps. I actually had to drop down. So I'm gonna do the same weight that Lachlan did, and I'm gonna see, is there a direct comparison? Because if he can do 15 and I can't, that directly shows gymnastics training using your body weight carries over to a specific skill like bicep curls. quite difficult. Not as difficult as last night, probably because there's that competitive aspect. The idea is to go as heavy as your partner regardless of form. No, I'm joking. That's the opposite of what you should do. If this turns out to be a challenge, which it is, I'll stick it that way. Doing the seated row. I do actually enjoy this exercise back from when I used to do bodybuilding type training. I did enjoy this one. I think it's the fact that you can lift a decent amount of weight and it just feels rewarding, and afterwards it's because you've been pulling, you walking around like that. I want to go heavier, but I did 60 last night and I don't want to compromise form and just guess that I'll be good with 70. So I'm confident with 65. That got pretty difficult near the end. I was shaking.
You hit it well.
So I'll be comfortable staying at 65. Shucks. Really wanted to go for that 70, but I don't want to bring ego into the exercise. We're doing cable cross press. Doing a little bit lighter than Lachlan. Is this a false grip?
No, I'm not doing
Standard?
Yeah, no, you shouldn't train false grip unless you need it.
To touching?
No, support.
I reckon hold the cross like this. Yeah. Did a few more, well, I think one more rep just because I was letting it rest up the top prior. We've finished that Saturday session and now it's time for the ice bath. It's mentally tough. It's in that sense tougher than any of the exercises we do because you need to keep your body in freezing cold water despite your instincts telling you to get out. We did the ice bath in the previous Stronger series and it was, in my opinion, the best recovery method we did. So I am happy to incorporate it because of that reason into the program, and I know the first one is the worst, so I'm keen to just get this over and done with.
Only time you 10 minutes in there.
10 minutes. Now I've felt it. We've actually got ice packs in this time. We didn't go out and buy ice. this is just cheaper this way. These should actually make it as cold as the ice did. That's our theory. Feeling it doesn't feel as cold. I'll be able to tell getting in.
Don't have a ventilator as a challenge. Come on.
This doesn't bother me at all.
You're doing well, mate. You're doing well. Are you gonna put your feet in?
I wasn't,
I reckon you should.
because, well, it's just feet. I actually came for you to come run the tap a bit because my chest is poking in.
Get them titties down, boy!
It actually doesn't feel as cold as the first time we've done it. 10 minutes is up, and there's two conclusions. One, I'm still accustomed to it from 2 years ago, or it's not as cold. We are going to get a thermometer so that we can actually tell how cold this is, because I've been to the beach and been in the water, and it is absolutely freezing, only to find out that it's like 20 degrees, 18 degrees. So I feel like it might trick us a little bit there, just because we think we're putting ice in, it's going to be, close to zero. I think that's far from the case. So we're aiming between 8 and 15 degrees, so it will be interesting when we replicate this ice bath on Tuesday to see how close we got to that, or we're getting to that temperature. Yeah, I'm glad it's over, because it means I'm not uncomfortable anymore, and I'm pissing. That means that I'm not uncomfortable and I can go and eat, and I've done my recovery. One arm pull as a goal, and for training it's going to be very simple. There's going to be a lot of exercises that are going to complement it, like the sequence work, but training it specifically, it's really just assisted pulls and negatives. Coming weeks and workouts, I'm going to experiment training it on rings and bar. I think a variation will be the most beneficial. We've got the P-bars behind me because the next exercise is an impossible dip superset. There's only a few ways I know how to train impossible dips, so I may be incorporating new ones along the way. If I speak to some more experienced people, it's not something a gymnast is going to train, so I'm taking my own initiative to train for this one. This superset is 3 different exercises, and I need Lachlan's help for the first one. This may be one of the goals, my training towards this goal, that's going to evolve during this program. At the moment, this superset is all I've got incorporated into my training specifically for it, because I believe it tackles the impossible dip in all the ways I know how. So when I say evolve, there may be different ways incorporated in the future. Begin. I try not to let my hands rest on my hips or on my legs anywhere either. So I feel it takes off a bit of the tension on the groin muscle where it's meant to go. You also try and gradually go into it. A week before this, I used a dumbbell and I'd used 5 kilos to add a bit more weight, and I didn't feel it was that difficult. So I used a 10, I went up to 10, and I felt a tweak. Basically what I'm trying to say is don't jump into using weights, because your body weight alone is enough active resistance to start with, and then gradually introduce weight. Be patient in adding weight to your active stretching.
And just like that, week 1 is already over.
What a week.
Yes. It was a hectic week getting used to this program, and I still feel there's quite a few things I'm going to need to get used to along the way. The trunk work, whether it was capacity or strength, particularly hit me hard, especially when you were spotting me or putting the pressure down on me when I already had DOMs. It was particularly unpleasant. Going forward, I think there'll only be just more adaptive processes going on to... It'll be like the first series, really. I couldn't even hold a handstand properly in the first series. Very quickly I got used to that, so I'm anticipating the same amount of adaptation to this program, and I'll also be tweaking it a little bit here and there to fit in more specifically to my goals.
I'm looking forward to that progress, because at the moment, it's like spotting a beach whale up there in some of those skills.
This week I wanted to give you a bit more of an insight into the actual program. Next week, I'll be giving you more of an insight into my nutrition and supplementation during this program. I'll give you a full breakdown of all the supplements and every single meal I'll be consuming during week 2. Thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you for many weeks to come. Subscribe to make sure that you are the first to get my episodes in your feed every week. And I'll see you for week 2.
Good things to come with that already being that strong.
Hey.
You ruined the shot.
Hey guys.